went to my face and said, "Are you Palestinian?" Which I said yes. And then she said, "F you, F Palestine." So me and my wife were just shopping. We decided to get lunch at Panera Bread, which is like 3 minutes from our house. And as we are ordering our food, we placed our order and started walking to go pick it up. And then this woman saw me wearing a Palestinian hoodie, kind of like this. It just has like a country and a name behind it.
Yeah.
And she said F Palestine to me and F you. And then at first I didn't know what she said, so I was smiling at her and like asking what she said. I thought she said something nice to me. Um, but then she came closer to me and went to my face and said, "Are you Palestinian?" Which I said yes. And then she said, "F you, F Palestine. This is Palestine is my land. It's not your land. You can't wear that in America. You guys don't belong in America." And that's when my wife started recording. Once she started raising her voice and getting violent at us. So when she sees the camera, that's when she goes for her first swing, and that's when I block it, and which gets her even more mad. She then proceeds to grab her hot coffee and tries to throw it at my wife, which I then grab and try to dump it out in case she does try to throw it at us again, which makes her get more mad and hits me in the side of my face. Um, at that point, I was just trying to like have some distance between us. Um, she then tries to go across us to the cashier to ask for help or the police or something. I'm not sure. Which she then tries to throw another punch at my wife, who was pregnant. And with this punch, I caught it. And then as I'm holding her hand, I told her, "My wife is pregnant. Please don't do that again. Can you stop attacking us?" And then she says, "I don't care," and proceeds to assault me and my wife. We then decide to back up and go across the whole restaurant. But she follows us and proceeds to assault us and ended up me having to physically push her away from me and verbally tell her, "I will punch you if you keep uh, coming at us," which she then backs up after saying, "I will punch you first." And then that's how it ends.
Did you ever, first of all, I apologize if this is an ignorant question, but how long have you lived in the United States?
I was born in America. I was
So,
born and raised in Syracuse, New York, actually.
did you ever imagine that being an American born male, um, you'd ever have to experience something like this in your own country?
No, especially not from someone who has a thicker accent than anyone I've met.
It's just kind of it's sad. I mean, it's deplorable to see what you guys have gone through. I mean, what was going through your mind when I feel like as a man, you feel this urge to protect your wife, but not only your wife, the baby inside your wife.
Right.
What was going through your mind when you thought that she may be in trouble?
I mean, honestly, all I cared about was my wife and the baby. So when I got hit in the face, I didn't even realize I got hit. I was so focused about the coffee, just trying to get my wife away from this woman. And she knew that that's what I was trying to protect. And that's why she kept going after my wife and not me anymore. Um, After telling her that she's pregnant, I thought she would stop. I'm assuming she has kids and is a grandmother or something. But the hate in her heart still wanted her to attack us.
Had you
Um,
ever seen hate like that up close? I mean, obviously you may
no,
see it on TV, but to see it in front of you, just spewing out of somebody,
right.
what's that like?
I mean, as a Palestinian American, I'm used to verbal hate. You hear insults thrown at you whenever I wear a Palestinian hoodie or a kofiyah or even my wife wearing a hijab. Hate is very common in our community, but having physical hate after being over a minute long and still no one coming to help us is kind of shocking, honestly.
And let's talk about that, because in the video I didn't see somebody intervening or
Yeah.
getting up to stop this, or hey, this is wrong. What's going on? Uh, Maybe people or psychologists could say, oh, it's one of those things where it's the bystander effect and you think somebody else will do it. But, what would you say to somebody who was there and witnessed it and didn't do anything about it?
I mean, it just shows. I look over in the news over where my family is from, Palestine, and I always question why is no one doing anything to stop all this. And it's the same reason why no one helped us. People just are selfish. They like to help after and talk to you after, not during. It's the easy way out, honestly. And I think that's the only thing I want people to take away from this is to help people, be vocal. Um, Even if it puts you in a tough situation, do what's right.
She's been arrested. She's being charged with a hate crime. Your thoughts on that?
I'm happy, honestly. I was honestly shocked that she was. I thought I was always like taught how, or like kind of, I assumed that because she's an older white lady that nothing would happen to her. So having justice brought down after her actions really makes me happy, honestly.
And lastly, just talk to me about not living in fear, not letting this change who you are, still wearing the clothing that you want to wear, still
Yeah,
expressing yourself in any free way that you want in this country. Talk to me about why you won't be deterred to do that.
I will always wear and be proud of my heritage and who I am. The same way my sisters and mothers can't wear hijab, like they have to wear hijabs every day, and they can't just decide I'm not going to wear this. They will still get attacked. It's the same reason why I am proud to wear a Palestinian thing. Whether people agree or not, it's what I believe is right, and it's it's just something I have to do.